And I'm live. It's not Tuesday. You're not crazy. Joe Barretto live from the Credit Card Connection Studios in beautiful, sunny Hackensack, New Jersey on a Sunday afternoon at 2:10 p.m. Why 2:10, mi gente? I don't know. I just had this impulse to do this. I got some stuff I want to share with you. I really did not plan this out, but as the thumbnail showed, I am dipping my toes into the crypto world at age of 58. Now, why am I doing this? Why did I decide at this stage in my career, at this point in my life? Why? To be honest with you, I feel that, again, age is just a number. You guys know I'm upfront, transparent, honest here. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly as I travel down this road, right? So I'm going to tell you why I decided to go live today and make this announcement per se. And also what I've learned in the last couple of weeks as I was trying to prepare for this and share with you guys, what's going to come up in the next 6 months, let's say. So first, I want to say hi to my gente here, mi gente here in the chat. Anthony Venture, how you doing? Anthony Papi, thank you for being here. It's the Barretto Bitcoin era, maybe the Wepa coin. I think it's going to be the Wepa coin, Anthony. So Davo's in the house. Davo, thank you for being here on a Sunday. I know people are out with their families. I know everybody's watching football or soccer or anything else out there, but I'm glad you guys are here with me. I just wanted to put this out there to bring it up because there is something happening tonight that I want to mention in a minute. Tech Yoda Ernest, how you doing, Papi? Thank you for being here and thank you for your support as always. Yo, the Wepa coin could last longer. Let's see how that goes. Benjamin, how you doing, Benjamin? Thank you for being here, Papi. I appreciate being here on a Sunday. And this is one of the reasons why, Ernest, Tech Yoda, welcome to the dark side. And that's part of the reason why I'm deciding to do this is because there's a lot of fear of the unknown. And a lot of people, when you're young, you are more apt to take the risks, right? You want to, because you're young, right? There's no fear. You're just not afraid of, if you fail, you fail. You got to move ahead. You got to figure things out and you just keep shooting your shot, right? Then, so that's your 20s. In your 30s, you kind of become a little bit more stable, hopefully. In your 40s, you hit your groove. That's where you're making your money. And then the plan is ultimately, God willing, right, to retire in your 50s and be able to reap the rewards and the benefits of all the hard work you put in. This is where I'm at this stage. At 58, literally a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, okay, I started this credit card journey of mine. And at age 56, I really didn't plan on doing it. Like I always told you guys, and you guys know full well, this is a new career for me. I did education, and although I'm still now working again in it, that's in my blood and always will be, but this was a new course for me to take. So why now at 58 jump into crypto? Well, first and foremost, I have to give you a little bit of a backstory. But first, Stacy, how you doing? Stacy, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, now they are. When we were younger, we just kept taking our shot, right? But now you're right. They're a little bit more resistant to taking that risk. But I would say about 30 years ago, I was with my friend Steve Askenazi, who was my principal. And back then there was this stock being offered called iOmega. iOmega, for those of you that were born back then, was a company that made these hard drives for you to use in your computers and offered you more storage capacity. Imagine when 100 megabytes to store on a cassette or a tape or a disc was a lot of memory, right? So we were talking one day and he said, Joe, I just bought this stock. And I came back home and I told my dad, and my dad was 54 at the time. I said, Pop, we have this chance. He says he knows somebody who knows about this. And the stock, I think, was trading at $30-something back then, a share. So I told my dad, I told my cousin Noel, and I told my aunt, Titi Lou, and I said, look, we have a chance. So we each put in $250. So that was $1,000. And we bought $1,000 worth of iOmega stock under my name. Probably not the brightest thing, but under my name nonetheless. We put the 1,000 in, and in 3 weeks, it went up to $4,000, and it actually split. All right, it went up to 80 something, and then it split. So I remember my dad already at 54. He was planning on retiring, and although he didn't get to retire for like almost another 10 years, but he said, Joey, don't be afraid to take the risk. Don't be afraid to learn the new things. Don't be afraid to learn something that you never thought of you would want to learn. And this is why I'm doing this now, guys. I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm going to look at the comments here for a second, but I want to tell you why I'm doing this. And I'm not doing this full time. And I'm not going to pretend here and say I know what I'm doing, because to be honest with you, I don't. All right. So there's a lesson to be learned from this. But I want to get to some of the comments here. Bill wouldn't touch ownership of crypto. Kristen, Joe, espero que esté bien. Kristen, I'm doing well. Thank you. Bill, thank you for being here. Christian, gracias por estar aquí. Yep, the iOmega zip drive. Ernest, you already know. Xavier's in the casa. Xavier, thank you for being here, mi gente. I got mi gente in the house. Johnny Jimenez, how are you, papi? Thank you for being here. Wepa Juan, impromptu live. This is as impromptu as it gets. Thank you for that comment there, Ernest. It is, it is a calculated, it's a risk. Everything is a risk, So here's what happened. The other night, I've been looking into this for a couple of weeks, and the other night I'm talking to my son, Joey, in Pittsburgh, and he mentions that his friend had invested in this crypto called XRP. And XRP, ironically, tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So here in New York and New Jersey on CBS, 60 Minutes, you're going to have a gentleman by the name of, and let me pull up his name, Brad Garlinghouse, who is the CEO of Ripple, which goes under the name of XRP. And he's going to be on 60 Minutes talking about why he decided to put up such a fight with the FCC, with creating Fair Shake and things like that, and why he decided to just, come out and really fight hard for this. He feels that they were targeted, and that's why they weren't doing as well as he thought they would have by this point. So tonight on CBS, that he's going to be on, he's going to talk about this particular cryptocurrency. Now, again, full transparency. Thursday night, I went in, and when I went to purchase it, it was selling at about $2.33, I believe it was. And up until right before I went live, I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Give me 1 second, guys. So it's at 260. Okay. So being at 260, it's not bad. In a couple of days, what I did was I started putting $50 in XRP. I put $100 in Litecoin. I put $50 in Dogecoin. And then yesterday I did one called Shiba Inu, right? So I have 4 different cryptocurrencies that I put money in. And I started, like I said, at $50 and $100. As yesterday started to go, and I started to see that there was more interest in XRP and things like that, and that Garlinghouse was coming on 60 Minutes tonight, I decided to just throw more money in. And right now, I'm going to pull this up. And again, guys, this is live, so I'm not talking any BS here, as you can see, but this is where I'm at. So I put in a total of $400 by yesterday evening across all 4 currencies. Right now, I'm at $428.44. So $28 is not bad for a day and a half of investing in a currency, right? Cryptocurrency. Again, I'm not pretending I know what I'm doing here. There's a reason why I decided to go live with this today, because, I bring, to the best of my ability on a regular basis, videos on credit card, points, miles, other finances, FICO, things like that. And I always tell you about my finance history, my credit history, what I did good, what I did bad, things of that nature. The reason I decided to do this today again is because at 58, should I be looking at crypto? At 58, is this something that I should dip my toes, or anybody even in your 40s and 50s? Should you consider it? Let me look at the comments for now and see what we got going on here, and then we'll take it from there. Anthony says, important to keep an open mind to opportunities. Never knows what's under your nose, just behind a bit of research. Absolutely. Dabble in altcoins, fractional share of Bitcoin. Bought one Ethereum a few years around $500, and Ethereum is now at 3,000. Just to give you the exact, Matt says, how you doing, Matt? Thank you for being here. Literally everything else is a ticking time bomb. Kaboom. So you do want to own some XRP. Sounds like to set up the rug pull if the guy landed a CBS interview. Sheep undervalued. I did get in on it. That's why. You're right, Davo. So let's see how this works. No, Joshua, wasn't expecting to do it, Josh, but I thank you for being here. We got 20 people live on a Sunday that I did not plan. I thank you. I still will be back on Tuesday, though. Don't get me wrong. I will be here Tuesday. And the next 3 Tuesdays are going to be fire. But this is impromptu. So all the red flags. So right now, Juan, yes, and I'm glad you brought this up. If you recall, a couple of months ago, I told everyone that I had Robinhood Gold and I canceled Robinhood Gold because I wasn't sure of what that was going to bring me, right? I wanted to get that Robinhood Gold card. I never got all the referrals that you needed, but I wanted to get that card. But then I realized that it was more for investing, and it was great for that. I met with Chad from Chad's Money Minutes this past Monday. We met up here in Jersey, and we were talking about life and everything else. And then he mentioned he was about his investments and things like that. And honestly, I got to give it to Chad because he was the one that kind of pushed me. I was teetering on the edge whether I was going to do this or not, honestly. And that was the push I needed, to sit with someone across the table from me. Kind of gave me that push I needed, that little bit of a hand holding, and just led me to it. And I decided now to go back. So I did purchase the 4 through Robinhood. I don't have Robinhood Gold yet. I will be signing up for that again eventually. But it was easy. I deposited it straight from my Citibank account. Very easy. The last time I had deposited money and I was getting there almost 5% back for cash, that they had on interest. Taking it out was easy. Putting it back into my account wasn't difficult. Their platform seems very user-friendly. They give you a lot of updates, a lot of news, and they tell you exactly what you're buying, how you're buying it. And literally, once you put in the buy, you swipe up, and it's as easy as that. Maybe too easy, which was my fear a couple of months ago, right? So I say all that to say this. I had $400 in there. I'm not putting my life savings in it because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to be straight up with you. This live was just to show everyone out there that you're never too old to try something that might give you some pause or might put some fear in you. I'm going to be honest with you. All right. Let's check out some of the questions here. I knew this one was coming. Rodrigo, how are you, puppy? Thank you for being here. I don't think they have a 524 because I bought 4 in one day. So I would be, screwed up with one more that I get, but no 524. Anthony says, I've always liked my earlier on investing stocks. Funny how fast you try to research everything about a company just after putting a few dollars in. 100%. I kid you not. One of the most conservative investors there is. And I hedge Bitcoin and Ethereum 100%. So what do I use to buy? Kristen Joe said I took money out of my checking account and I just transferred it over to Robinhood. That was it. It was as easy as that. Once you get the valuation of each coin, it'll tell you, like, the one that I bought, Shiba Inu, was like 0.00331. So I put $25 in there. I bought 500 and something thousand shares of it or something like that. Whatever, or coins of it, so that just goes to show you guys, I don't even know all the real terminology. I'm learning this, and my plan is this for the next 6 months here. every once in a while on an alternate day, I will drop a video on where I'm at, good, bad, or indifferent. If it's going good, great. If it's going bad, that took the shot, right? I'm not here to tell you, yeah, this is the best thing. Yeah, this is the greatest thing. Yo, this is going to give you. No, because that would be just hypocritical, phony, and fake. I am sharing with you, mi gente, that I'm now on the other side of things. When I started creating my channel and wanting to bring information out to people that did not know, I am now the person that doesn't know on the other side. And I'm relying on people that do know to help me along that path. So, like a little earlier, Ernest reached out to me and said, yo, I do this. I do this also with cybersecurity. We can do a video together. We could do a live. That's what I'm looking for people that know more than me. I am not claiming to know anything about it. The reason for this is just showing that it's never too late to try something new. It's never too late to take that risk. It's never too late to be uncomfortable in your own skin with some stuff. And this is where I'm at, because I'm going to be honest with you. You guys know that by now I would have spit out, pulled out my extra wallet and done some other stuff because that's easy. I'm used to it. I know it, right? This is new. So I'm literally leaning on other people and learning and reading and so on. And I'll be watching that news show tonight on 60 Minutes and see what this is all about. A lot of people are saying, and what I've been researching, that when things hit like that, the news, it causes them to drop, and then people buy when they're low again, and they'll go high, and so on and so forth. Let's see, right? But right now, this is where I'm at, and this is what I wanted to share with you guys. And I am getting people here. I'm getting people here texting me, as you can see. Again, this is live. So I will be, responding to some of these people back and forth. But here's what some people have to say. Never recommend someone invest their retirement money in crypto, but putting spare cash as a hedge is not about. That's exactly what I'm doing. You're right. You're right, Ernest. You have Robinhood Gold, had it for years, mainly for high interest rate on uninvested cash, and it sits. That's perfect. Thank you. No crypto for me. Tristan, Papi, but you're young, and I get it. Again, this is why I'm just bringing this up. It confirmed your decision. Bitcoin was around 15,000 post-pandemic, and now at almost 100K. As more institutional buyers and funds enter Bitcoin space, it will only add more momentum. Yes. Josh was right. Don't invest what you can't lose. I'll only do ETFs with this stuff because it's not a real asset. It's as real as our fiat currency, but ETFs are a solid place to start. After the 10,000 Bitcoin for pizza 15 years ago, never consider a real currency. When it crashes, who makes you whole? Again, and I knew this was going to happen here in the comments, and I love it. I chose to share with everybody here what I'm doing. I always promised you guys that I would be transparent in what I do, good, bad, or indifferent. So I'm not here to sway you one way or another that you should do this. So if that's what people think, you're wrong. I'm literally saying this is what Joe Barreto decided to do. This is what Joe Barreto's planning on doing for at least 6 months, because I'm not afraid to learn. I'm not afraid to try something new. I'm not afraid to practice what I preach, which is, I want to learn. I do this on a weekly basis, trying to show people stuff that they may not know or bring something to them that they've never seen. And this is new to me. I know it's been around for a while, but it's new to me. So let's go into some of the other comments. Bought some crypto to get minimum spend bonus on a credit card some time ago. Not financial advice, but it worked out. Thank you, Davo. When the stock crashes, who makes you whole? Exactly. I've seen that. So, Josh, yes, it was wild, Josh, so, and then here come the comments. Don't be like me. Turn on those notifications. Kiki, thank you. And please hit the like button. Even if you don't like this subject, I'm not making this the crux of the channel. This is just something impromptu that I wanted to bring out to you, mi gente. Okay. And I also have a few other updates that I wanted to give you that I will be talking about in a few minutes. But first and foremost, I just wanted to bring this up to you. If you guys are interested, look at that report tonight on 60 Minutes. See what it's all about. It's called Ripple. Again, I got it at 231 and now it was at 260 before I came live. So it's just something to consider and think about if you're interested on So Kiki, you are not late, my love. You are always on time, sweetheart. You got it, my love. You are never on time. Joe, I think the general public are a bit fearful of crypto and nefarious bad characters like Sam. And absolutely. And I always said that myself. But here's the thing. We got to think about this, guys. Look at who the president is choosing to help run the country. This is where we're headed. Again, it's not political, it's the truth. So if you have someone like Elon Musk, if you have people that are going to be in certain positions that are into the cryptocurrencies and things like that, you have to look at it, guys. Again, I'm not, putting up my house for sale to buy a coin that I don't know what it even look like. But again, this is just something that I decided I wanted to do. Not asking anybody else to do it. Not asking anybody else to take a chance. Not asking anybody else to say, oh, Joe said this, so no, I'm just saying, this is what I'm doing. It's like a 6-month experiment for me, and I'm going to see where it takes me. Hopefully, it'll take me somewhere good where I can find out, hey, this is worth it, this isn't worth it, or I learned that certain cryptocurrencies are better than others for certain reasons and so on and so forth. That's what this is. It's learning. And here's the thing. If you're not willing to take a risk or invest on yourself, then how can you take a risk or invest in something else? So this is my investment on myself. I worked hard for this money. I still continue to work. This was money that I have aside that I'm choosing to put into this ecosystem and see where it takes me. Again, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it works. But only time will tell. You can't go out day by day, that's for sure. So Stacy, learned always to hold your own coins in your own wallet. I hear you. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna go back and forth here. And this is what I love. Look at this. If Google crashes tomorrow, SBC and step in. That's why investing is a risk. And that's right. And you know what, Anthony? Just for you, and this is for my boy Anthony. Alive would not be alive without my extra Wepa wallet and Wepa Red. All right, guys. Again, look, and this way I could just change this. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, mi gente. But just in case, the extra wallets and everything else are down below, guys. Check that out. I would love for you to check them out. They're offering up to 50% off now. Actually, I picked up a few of them this past weekend for gifts. So it's a good gift idea. Make sure to check out my extra referral links and all the other referral links down below. The other thing I want to mention, guys, the biggest risk of all is not having a Wepa Red wallet. You're so right about that. You are so right. Now, as I was saying earlier, for those of you that are just, it'll never fail you. That's right. So being 58 is great. And I know I just rhymed it, but it's true. It is great. It gives me the opportunity to say, okay, I've done this, I've done that, and I want to try this. So for those of you, whether it's in this space or any other space, whether it's for travel, whether it's for buying that car that you've always wanted and now you have the means to do it and you're still afraid, all I'm saying is don't be afraid. Bet on yourself. That's it. You're not betting on anybody else. This isn't fantasy football where you're picking your guys and you hope none of them gets hurt or they're not on a bye week when you're in the playoffs like I was and I lost. This is on yourself. If you know you did your homework, if you know you did the work, if you know that, you really gone through everything as much as possible to the best of your ability. Why not? That's all I'm saying. Why not? So take a shot, guys. Let me know how it works. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it, if it blew up in your face, whether it's this, whether it's stocks, whether it's whatever. I appreciate that. I want to learn from you guys. I want to know the mistakes that we've all made and share it with each other so that we don't have to, repeat them. Or if I can help you in some way, if I tell you, yeah, this was trash, I'm going to tell you this was trash. I've told you that before. So, Kristen, thank you for the web, papi. I appreciate it. Guys, buy some extra red wallets to fund Joe's Bitcoin investment. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You can't find it. No, really. Check again, Josh, because they've been updating it. They told me they got some more in there. So check that out. Filmo en la casa. Filmo. Mwah. Love you, papi. Thank you for being here. Barreto Bitcoins might just take off. So we need somebody to make a meme and cut me in on some of the profits there. So wait. I don't know why my sister's calling me now, but I'm going to have to decline that. So, if there's one thing to learn short term in this planet, never to bet against America. VTI all the way. All right. What do you think of investing in yourself for education, as in school, trades, etc., just learning some skill? That was my life's work and still continues to be, Anthony. I tell my students all the time, and now my students that are in their 40s, their kids, invest in yourself. Study. If it's something you really want to do and you don't know much about it, but you're interested in it, go to school. Take that class, even if it's in a community college. There's nothing wrong. A community college is the best bang for your buck because you're not breaking the bank to pay to learn something. You're just, paying what it costs to get that book and get into that class and see if that's the career you want to go to before dropping $200,000. So that or trades. I was talking to my uncle the other night. If I knew back then when I was 21 that plumbing was going to be an expense as an adult that I'm terrified of, when the water doesn't go down as fast and the guy comes to your house and is driving a beat up car, but he has 3 houses with nice running water, he's doing something right, guys. Okay, because it's a trade. So I 100%. I believe you should learn the skills. I believe you should learn a trade. I believe you should really go out of your comfort zone and follow the things that you might have as a passion and thought that it wasn't worth something or that you couldn't do anything with, and do it. You don't want the regret. So what you're saying here, Anthony, is if you don't do any of those things, you're going to have regret eventually. I don't have regret. At 58, don't have regret. Study to be a journalist. Didn't become a journalist. I wrote for some papers and magazines early on. But what did I use that skill for? I use it for writing. I used it when I was teaching. I used it when I was doing guidance. And I do it when I write my scripts and when I do other things now. So that came in for me. So the skills that I learned in school are still applicable here. So, Anthony, I agree 100% with that, Anthony. Thank you. Want to get the Tangum ring wallet. Wes be playing. Wes, I got you. I love it. Yo, Wes, thank you for being here, Wes. I appreciate that. That's funny, Wes. Thank you, puppy. I really do appreciate you, Wes, for being here. Community colleges waives tuition for local residents. There you go, Josh. I was on a board of trustees at Bergen Community College in Jersey for 6 years. One of the best experiences I ever had. Those kids, I saw them do remarkable things. Transfer from Bergen and then go to Columbia. They saved $75,000 a year for 2 years, so 150 G's, and then they were able to go to Columbia at that point. Smartest thing ever. So trades are excellent. Absolutely. Cheers to learning new things. Thank you so much for that super chat, Anthony. Papi, thank you, Papa. I appreciate you. Papi, I love you, Anthony. Thank you so much, always for your support than anything else, Anthony. You know I love you, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Yeah, there you go. Wes, preach, Wes. I appreciate you being here, Wes. I've never seen you before here, but if anything I could ever do for you on any front, on the other sides of things that I know more of, credit and things like that, by all means, puppy, you're always welcome. All right. We have a great community here on the chat. Um, so much opportunity in the trades, HVAC, plumbing, electrician, high demand, paying six figures over time. You're your own boss. 100. Like I tell people, even, during times when in a pandemic or whatever, where things are shut down, guess what? You still need running water. You still need your air conditioning. You still need those things, and you're still employed. You have that skill. It never goes away. Use it before you lose it, right? So I appreciate that, Juan. I really do appreciate it. I was a history and English teacher, Tristan, and then I went into guidance counseling with a full scholarship, actually. So I was blessed. I got a full scholarship to go to St. John's University to get my master's in school counseling. And then I did that. So I taught for 6 and I did guidance for 27. So Tech Yoda, Ernest, exactly, Juan. We spent decades telling everybody they must go to college. College isn't for everyone. Trades make a solid living and are dignified. 100%. See, and when Wes, I did college advising. Trust me, I know a lot of people that went to school to say that they went, or they went to a great school because of the name. And then they came out of there and they were like, I hate what I'm doing. And this is why, thank God, at 58, I'm able to say, I'm choosing to do this because I paid my dues. I took the bumps, right? So that's why. Thank you for bringing that up and sharing that with us, Wes, because, it stinks that you went through that, but not everybody knows at 18 or 17 years old what you want to do the rest of your life. So to throw that on somebody and hold them to it, it's a tough sell. And nowadays, with it being so expensive, it's even tougher. So, Wes, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you. Wes, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Just found me and subbed and smashed the like. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you, Wes. Thank you so much. That's really cool. Mike Rowe has been preaching about trades for years, and I agree. Again, look, you know what, guys? I'm going to share this here. I used to get people that would get angry with me from the city of New York because I would have my students go and find out. I would bring the military in to speak to them, not necessarily to say, oh, this is a recruiting session, but to give them the information my kids always wanted: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, you name it. I used to invite them into the class and they would give them the good and the bad. I had one of my students, Elvin Schultebrand, who was assigned to the school to recruit, and he took it upon himself to, the kids that said they were thinking about it, on his own time, not for pay, nothing else, would give them examples of what it was like. He would take them for a couple of days on his own time. And then some liked it and some hated it. But he did it because he had that passion and wanted to show others. And Elvin, to this day, we still keep in touch, and he's in his mid-40s already. But I always trusted him because I said, I have kids that want to give back to the country. I have kids whose parents were in the military. That is, you should be proud of that. And I hate it when the city would try to tell me, don't allow them come in. Don't let them be a part of the recruitment. Don't let them be a part of, college night or career night or whatever. No. Because I'm able to do this now because of the men and women who serve. Simple as that. Okay, so I'm going to get off the soapbox for a second and go through some of the comments. Wes is someone who's finished college vision. Know what I wanted to do. I agree, was a waste of time. Loved history and English, preferred writing papers. That was me. Summer school for math. This guy, right? We need a Barreto life advising channel. Josh, I kid you not, I did think about that before I got into the credit card space. I kid you not, because God knows that I do that all the time for my family and friends. The WEPA credit card coming out, 100 points on hotels. Ricky Ricardo Crypto for years. Ricky, thank you for being here. I love the name. I love the logo. That's fire. Thank you for being here. For years, I tried telling students, college friends and family about crypto. They laughed or brushed it off. Now they're all coming back curious and asking me about this Bitcoin thing. Ricky, I kid you not. Friday night, I have the best sister in the world. And this is where family and trust and things like this comes in. And my brother-in-law, we're talking about this. And they're like, what is it? What is it about? They know, they've heard the term. They know it exists, but it's like in a vacuum. And it has this bad taste in people's mouths, or bad connotation for a lot of people. And again, that could be the case in anything. My channel is about credit cards for the most part. And how many people, including myself, were not in credit card debt because they didn't know how to use it correctly? Let that sink in for a second. So for everybody else who's poo-pooing anything else that they're not used to or like or accustomed to, think about that. How many people do you know how to take out a loan, how to sell something, how to consolidate, how to refinance, because credit cards turn them upside down and they misused them? It's the same thing. It's a risk. I could tell you right now, use my link and get the American Express Platinum card for $695, right? You're going to go out there, you're going to get into that lounge, and then you're going to blow a lot of money, get 1 cent per point or whatever it is on purchases because you don't know how to use it correctly when you should have used the green card or the gold for supermarkets. And then all of a sudden that bill is $10,000, but you're only making $350 to $400 a week. Tell me how that's going to work for you. This is what I'm saying, guys. You don't go into something blindly. You don't just take that leap of faith and say, hey, what the heck? Let me just burn this money away. No, this is not what this is about. This is literally just a position in my life that I'm at where I can choose to go one of two ways. The safe route all the time, which I do. I'm not a nut. I'm not crazy. Or take a risk because I can. Because I set myself up to be able to take that risk. And that's what I want you people to get from this. Not really all about crypto, but about risk in life. And that's what I think should be the takeaway. You should be able to understand that if a 58-year-old guy can do this, if a 58-year-old guy who did education in East Harlem his whole life from 21 to 55 years of age can flip it around and recreate himself, you can all do it, honestly. And I'm hoping that you learn. If I made a mistake doing certain things or buying certain things or whatever, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, look, I made, $100,000 and you can too. No, I'm just going to tell you exactly what the heck I did and what worked and what didn't work. That's it. So take that as you want, but that's the reality of this. Okay. Sorry again for the preaching, but I tell you, this is what I do. But thank you for that, Ricky. Joshua, my academic advisors were good people, but then they should have been doing what you were doing. I'm not going to pat myself on the back, Joshua, but I can tell you when I graduated, and for those of you that are new to the channel, this was because of my kids, my students. They knew my dad was my Superman. I've said this 1,000 times. And when I retired, they gave me the money because I was too chicken to get a tattoo to make something in his memory. And I made this, and then I made this. Okay? They gave me a jacket that said the greatest of all time. I'm not making that up. They gave me that jacket, and I'm honored and humbled by it that they did. And I still keep in touch with them. So thank you for that, Josh. Now I'm going to start crying, and this isn't cute. There's no crying in crypto, right? The military is also a solid career for some people. Absolutely. And our boy Xavier here in the chat. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to leave it right there. Xavier. Case closed. It's over. That's right, Tristan. Getting away with it. You're right. Learned the hard way through bankruptcy and going 20,000 into debt again. Crypto helped me pay it down, and now crypto's a career. And Wes, I appreciate that, Wes. Thank you. Wes, I would love to know how old you are. I can kind of guess somewhere in your 40s, maybe, or late 30s or early 40s. But God bless you. That's how you do it, Wes. Thank you so much for sharing that. Fillmore, I went to college together in my hometown, did not finish college, but I can say 100% if I'd stayed at home, my life would have turned out way worse. There you go. Thank you, Phil, for that. Use discretionary money for crypto, money you can afford to lose without changing. 100%. You know what, Juan? If I didn't have money to cut my hair, I would not invest in it. So the hair has to always be on point, Juan. So point taken, puppy. Josh, congrats, Vilmo. Even if you didn't finish college, you did what you need to do to put yourself in a better place. 100%. Two of the most influential men in my life were in the military and veterans. My grandfather and father. I have a master of respect. That's the point. Exactly, Ernest. Thank you for sharing that. And please thank them for their service on our behalf. Thank you so much. But they should. Okay? They deserve that respect. They earned it. They did what God knows I wouldn't do. I can't see myself. That's just not in my DNA. I knew that, right? But I had students come back and current students now that have retired, and I speak to them. And sometimes those talks are difficult, and we try to get through to certain problems that happened years ago. So that's my only way that I can give back, because I can never be in their shoes. But that's excellent. Well put there, Tech Yoda. I appreciate it. Wes just turned 40. God bless you, Wes. You know, happy birthday. Just turned 40. God bless you, puppy. I thank you for being here, Wes. And again, I hope that you and Ricky that are new here, we have great people here. I do this every Tuesday. We do a lot more credit cards. We also do stocks. We do a lot of other things. But normally I do talk about points and miles and credit and best cards for this and so on and so forth. So in that vein, I'm going to share something with you guys. While we still have some people here, because it's going to be short. We've been going on almost 40 minutes. But I had some news I wanted to share, and I was going to put it out in a small, short video. But I'm going to just share this with you. The last couple of days, you might be getting inundated with stuff in your emails and text, right? From, we just passed through Cyber Monday. Black Friday was a week ago and so on. But if you have Verizon, like I do, Verizon cell phone, they sent me a crazy offer. If I bought Uber One through Verizon for $96 for the year, Uber One, they gave me Netflix Premium free for the year. Do the math. $275 a year or more for Netflix, $96. I'm up $175. So yesterday, easy as this, I went on the Verizon app. I signed up for Uber. It sent me literally over to my Netflix account. I stopped my payment that was going to actually take place tomorrow, which is charged to my Sapphire card. I pulled that off, and I got Netflix Premium for a year. So those of you with Verizon, check that out. It's worth it. You could save yourself money if you got Netflix. For those of you that like purchasing gift cards and have an in-cash card, which we all know is one of the best cards at buying gift cards at Staples and Office Depot and things like that. Right now, Staples is offering no purchase fee on $200 Visa gift cards, up to 9. Think about that. If you got the Chase in-cash card, 5% back, or if you have the preferred, you can make it points 5 times per dollar. Think about that, guys. You're looking at 1,000 points just on a gift card that you were going to buy anyway with no fee attached. So right now, Staples is running that through December 21st. It started yesterday. So those of you that are looking to give gifts, and if it's a gift card, buy it at Staples. Use one of the cards. If it's not a Chase in cash, I'm not sure if still the Amex Business Gold does it as well, but a gift card, buying it and you get the multiplier, take advantage of it. And I've never done this. I always tell you full transparency, but I thought this was a great slam dunk of a deal, because I know a lot of people in the chat, especially those that live in the Midwest and West, fly Southwest. But if you fly Southwest and you're a member of Costco or Sam's Club, they're selling their gift cards, a $500 gift card for $429, a limit of 5. So if you know you're going to travel using Southwest this year, you could save yourself $71 for every card that you buy, up to 5. So that's a great deal. So get a $500 card for $429, and that's right now the best deals out there. You should also check out all the links. A lot of the guys have been talking about Rakuten and the shopping portals for your cards, Capital One, Chase, Citi, and so on. So do yourself a favor, save yourself some money, better in your pocket than somebody else's. Check out those links and stuff, okay? Let me just jump back in here to the chat. Definitely, I understand credit cards better than I used to, but only in a well, Wes, we're here to help, Wes. Honestly, any questions you have, we're here. Honestly, we can give you pointers like crazy where the travel and stuff, will come in handy. FYI, the series about that Thor was recorded in Norwegian is legit on Netflix. Thank you so much for that, Ernest. Vincent is here. Beware of crypto scammers. No, that's true. And again, I did this through Robinhood Gold. I did this through the research that I did on, and only getting into the ones that I knew were the ones that have been around or have been getting the most coverage, let's say, and seem to be the most stable. Obviously, I wish I would have done like a lot of other people and gotten Bitcoin when it was in the, single $1,000 digits there and not, six figures right now. But even something like Juan Garcia said earlier at Ethereum, where he had it at $400 or $500, it's now 3,000. Right. So just let that sit, guys. So I'm going to go into this last one. Traditional gold purists like Peter Schiff have argued against Bitcoin and its supply scarcity. Again, everybody's going to have their opinions. Everybody's going to have their thing. What works for me may not work for others. I look at it this way. All right. And even though I told you I canceled that Robinhood Gold membership, looks like now I'm going to actually get that card because Chad told me he uses his Robinhood Gold card, and the purchases that he gets for cash back, he just keeps it in there and buys, he invests it through Robinhood. So what I thought I couldn't use it for earlier, things changed 6 months. To give you an example, that's how quickly things can change. 6 months later, I am now on the other side of it, looking to see if I get back into it. Okay. So, what may have not worked for me back then is going to hopefully work for me now. All right. Gold is less scarce than Bitcoin when you consider it's available over the universe. We just can't get to it yet. So, mi gente, I want to thank you guys for being here on a Sunday. We're going on almost 50 minutes. Check out the referral links, hit that like and subscribe. I will be back on Tuesday. And then in 2 weeks, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up here. I spoke to Emmanuel over at Extra Wallets. All right. Again, Extra, Wes, you're going to love this, Wes, if you come to one of the lives on Tuesday. But the Extra Wallet, so he's going to give me the opportunity. Christmas Eve, 4:00, I will be coming live for only an hour, guys. So at 4:00 Eastern time, I'm going to be live, and we're going to have an Extra Wallet giveaway where he's going to allow you to choose whichever Parliament wallet. And the Parliament is the leather one that also has the button for you to flip your cards up and so on. Okay. He's going to give you your choice. You pick the color, and he's going to give you the wallet tracker to go with it as a gift, and he will mail it himself from Extra. So that hasn't been done before. It's not coming from me. Once you win, you get your choice of wallet. You get to pick it. It comes with a tracker that you can slide into here, and then you'll be able to always know where your wallet is. That's for Christmas Eve in a little over 2 weeks. I'm also going to do it a little differently because it's hard when people are here and giving me random numbers, and one person is really quick typing and they can throw out 20 numbers. We're going to get one number, one chance, and whoever's closest wins. This way it's fair, and it's just easier, guys. So this way no one can say, yeah, I typed in 25 numbers in seconds. Not everybody's that fast. So we're going to do that Christmas Eve. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. This Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. If it's Tuesday, it's Hola Mi Gente Tuesday, Wepa Tuesday. I will be here Tuesday night. Go over all the credit card news and things like that. I have another video dropping tomorrow. I was going to drop it tonight, but I'll drop it tomorrow. My two biggest earners, my two cards that have earned me the most points this year without a sub attached. So I want to make that point clear because you can get a lot of points on new cards. And I have 2 new cards. They're new for me, but I'm not including the subs. One of them in particular, I got no sub for. Okay, just applied for it because I wanted it. So make sure you tune in on Tuesday. I'll have that thumbnail up by tomorrow. But again, guys, I thank you for being here. If you have any other questions, please feel free to come through. Stacy's made over 25,000 MR points via Rakuten. Stacy, you're a boss, Stacy. That's fire. Stacy, let me know which one of the multipliers you use. And actually, Rakuten kind of irked me the other day. I bought a bunch of stuff through Dick's Sporting Goods when they had a 10 times multiplier on it. Amex got charged. And then Rakuten said that there was a problem on their site and that the order didn't go through. So then Amex a few days later took the pending charge off. But I lost a lot of points there because then it wasn't 10 times anymore. Stacy, like a boss move. I love that, Stacy. Great. Juan, thank you for that. Great discussion. I appreciate you. Anthony, again, thank you for the super chat. You know, for me, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Extra so highs. Yes, they do, Vincent. Take advantage, mi gente. Just use my name all together. Joe Barreto, all one word. Get yourself the extra percentage off Christmas Eve. Yo, Wes, you'll see me. I'll keep reminding it. I'll post this on my channel. It's a 4 o'clock one. I usually do them at 7, but it falls on Christmas Eve. And Wes, you're going to have fun. One of the guys here, Anthony Venture, who's the one that really has helped me grow and blow up my channel. We're going to have fun, Wes. You got to come through on a Tuesday. It's a whole other vibe. We have a lot of questions we answer. Any questions you have related to anything, hotels, flights, credit cards, banks. We cover banks. We do it all here. Wes, you will come through, have a good time, enjoy, and thank you for liking and subscribing, Wes. I appreciate it. Same with you, Ricky. I thank you for that. Long live the Amex Walmart Platinum card. Yes. You're so right, Ernest. Yo, Garrett, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Have a great Sunday. Guys, and I thank you for, I know this is different from what I'm used to putting out. I know this isn't what you're accustomed to, but, you know, we're different, right? We have different days and different moods and different things that we do. And this is just a whole other side of me that I wanted to share with you guys. I share everything, guys. You know for a fact I do. I've shared my stuff. I share my personal things and stuff like that. And I just wanted to share this with you here. Texas Dog, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that, Texas. Hope all is well, puppy. Wes, God bless you. Have a great Sunday evening. My best to the family, Wes. I wish you the best. Thank you so much for being here. Mi gente, if you have any questions, hit me up now. If not, I will see you Tuesday. You could have been anywhere else today, this afternoon. I didn't plan it. You chose to be here with me. I thank you for that. But more than anything else, mi gente, I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you Tuesday. Take care. Filmo, thank you, papi. Thank you for the hearts, Filmo. I love you. My love to the family, Phil. God bless you guys. Peace out, mi gente. Oh, wait. Here's Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. Shutterfly, OnePlus, and I use Sam's Club frequently for the majority of them. Plus, I stacked with Nahis like a boss, Stace. By the way, you mentioned Sam's Club. I got my son a Sam's Club membership to use in Pittsburgh on Friday, and Amex gave me money, a statement credit for buying a Sam's Club membership, which I had never known that they did that. So there you go. Thank you for that, Stacy. That's hot, Stace. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that, Stacy. I appreciate you being here. Kiki, I love you. Mama, I hope you're feeling better, sweetheart. God bless you. Thank you for everything, Key, as always. Guys, I will see you for real, for real. Until next time, peace.